Hello everyone, this is Kesav. I have secured All India rank 312 in the recent UPSC CAPF exam. Welcome to this new video. In this video, we'll be discussing the PYQs of science for 2021 and detailed solution along with few value addition for PYQs of 2024, 2023 and 2022 have been already uploaded on our channel, so you can watch them. And let's start with the session. So this question has been asked several times about the time lapse between viewing a lightning flash and hearing the thunder of a cloud is 10 seconds. So how far away the storm is? So here we will use the concept of distance is equal to speed into time. So the answer would be 3300 meter, as 330 meter per second is the speed of sound in the air. So the answer would be B. Second one means what is the approximate wavelength of the violet light in the air? So in EM waves, the wavelength band of the visible light is 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer, which will be 0.4 micron meter. So if we see the visible light, it goes as Vibgyor, where violet has the minimum and red has the maximum wavelength. So the approximate wavelength of the violet will be 0.4 micron meter. So the D would be correct answer, and we have seen EM waves in detail in our 2024 videos, so you can watch them. And next question, which electromagnetic radiation are used to cook food? So both infrared and microwave radiations are used, so both will be answer. Let's see the next question. An object is placed 10 cm in front of a lens. The image formed is real, inverted and of same size as the object. Then what is the focal length? So this case 3 has been applied here, and length of focal length will be 10 upon 2. So the focal length will be 5 cm and the nature of the image will be converging, as it is a concave lens. Sorry, it's a convex lens, so it will be converging. And let's see the next question. It is about short-sightedness, so B would be correct answer. A short-sighted person sees the near objects clearly but distant objects blurred, and the concave lens is used to correct short-sightedness or myopia, whereas in case of far-sightedness or hypermetropia, convex lens is used. Which one of the following organelles is not found in animal cells? So correct answer would be cell wall, and you can watch the difference between both of them. Animal cell does not have cell wall, it has numerous small vacuoles, whereas plant cell have a large vacuole. It has no chloroplast, and that's the basic difference. Let's see the next question. Which one of the following plant tissues has large ear spaces? So parenchyma. In this type of questions, by reading the options only you can get to the right answer. Then question number 8, which one of the following is not a connective tissue? So smooth muscle is not a connective tissue, whereas ligament, tendon and cartilage are examples of connective tissue. And which one of the following organism belong to the kingdom Monera? This has been asked several times. It is directly picked up from NCERT, where in examples it is given. Then Anavina is belongs to kingdom Monera. Which one of the following diseases does not transmit through fine droplets coming out from mouth or nose of an infected person? So the correct answer would be HIV, AIDS, whereas pneumonia, COVID-19 and tuberculosis, which is a bacterial disease, also transmit through fine droplets. So there is a misconception that AIDS spreads through that method also, but it spreads through these three methods, like unprotected sexual intercourse, and then vertical transformation from mother to child during all three stages, in uterus or during delivery or through breast milk also, and then injection drug use. So that's very rare. So these are the three ways HIV spreads. Let's see the next question. Which one of the following is not a breakdown product of glucose during respiration. This is also directly picked up from a NCERT, and in NCERT these three equation has been given, where ethanol is a product and not methanol. So D would be correct answer here. Let's see the next question. Which one of the following is an example of endothermic reaction? By selecting odd one out method in elimination, you can reach to the correct answer, which would be B, where CaCO3 breaks into CaO plus CO2. So B would be correct answer. This question has been repeated so many times in CAPF, NDA, CDS. So packets of potato chips are usually flushed with which one of the following gases to prevent rancidity? So correct answer would be nitrogen gases. And it prevents the chips from getting oxidized in presence of oxygen. So that's how it prevents the rancidity. And the next question is, according to earlier Indian philosophers, what are the basic elements of Panchtantra? So air, earth, fire, sky and water. These five are, so B would be correct answer. Next question. A milkman adds a small amount of baking soda to milk. This makes the pH of the milk. So B would be correct answer, which would be, it will make the milk weakly alkaline. And milkman does so to prevent the acidification of the milk. Just comment down what is the pH of a milk. Let's move on to the next question. Which one of the following metal oxides does not usually react with the sodium hydroxide? So correct answer would be calcium oxide. Here sodium hydroxide is a very strong alkali, and that's why it never react with a basic oxide. So calcium oxide is a basic oxide, that's why it does not react with calcium oxide. Let's move on to the next question. When calcium metal reacts with the sulfuric acid, why the reaction stops in a short while? So when calcium reacts with sulfuric acid, it forms calcium sulfate, which is insoluble in water and covers the calcium metal, preventing it from the reacting any further. So it creates a coat around coating, so that's why the reaction stops after a short while. So just remember this. The next question. When a white light beam is made to fall on a hollow prism filled with water, then 7 constituents, then which has the maximum angle of deviation? So Vipure, violet will have the maximum and red will have the minimum. Red has minimum deviation, that's why it is also used in traffic lights. So here B will have violet will have the maximum deviation. Let's see the next question. Which one among the following is not a luminous object? So correct answer would be C, Jupiter, which is a planet, whereas Sun is a star and Proxima Centauri and Alpha Centauri are a galaxy. So they all three have their own light which they emit, and Jupiter is being a planet does not emit any light, so it would be correct answer. Move on to the next question. We can use this formula, electric current is equal to electric charge by time. So electric charge will be electric current into time, and by using that formula we can reach that A will be correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. Which one of the following is not a renewable energy source? So nuclear energy is not a renewable energy source. Which one of the following is not a function of chlorophyll? So C would be correct answer, oxidation of carbohydrate, and which is a function of mitochondria and which helps in production of energy, and it is also called as powerhouse of a cell. So for value addition we can see what are the three functions of chlorophyll: splitting of water, absorption of photon, and conversion of light energy into chemical energy. That's the D is the main function of the chlorophyll. Which one of the following statements about life processes in single cell organisms or prokaryotes is not correct? So A, they require separate organ for food uptake. Here is the explanation. All prokaryotic organisms such as bacteria, archaea are unicellular, and a single cell performs all the functions such as metabolism, excretion and reproduction. so they do not require a separate organ for food uptake. Let's move on to the next question. Which one of the following organism does not processes notochord at any stage of its life cycle? So Holothuria. Which one of the following pairs is not correctly matched? So D, hydrotropic flower, and we can see the explanation here. Geotropism is the growth of the parts of plants in response to the force of gravity. Then chemotropism, then hydrotropism, and that's all. Let's move on to the next question. Which one of the following metals does not react with oxygen, water, or acid? AU, gold. We have read in 2022 PYQs about the noble metals that gold, silver, and platinum does not react with oxygen or water. So just you can refer there. Then which one of the following metals produces hydrogen with cold water? So sodium. All alkali metals such as sodium, lithium, and potassium, they produces hydrogen from cold water. And let's move on to the next question. So I just wanted to clarify that this PDF was compiled by Study Funda team. So thanks to them, and shout out to them also. Let's see the question number 29. Manganese is extracted by heating manganese dioxide with aluminum powder. So what is the correct statement? So the reaction is exothermic. Here is the explanation. When manganese dioxide is heated with aluminum powder, so displacement reaction takes place, and manganese is obtained as the product while aluminum oxide is formed, and it is a part of exothermic reaction, and manganese is obtained in molten form. Then this next question about which of one of the following properties decreases across the periodic table from left to right and increases from top to bottom? So ionization energy. So ionization energy decreases from left to right and increases from top to bottom, whereas atomic radius increases on both the side. Let's see the next question. I think that's it for this video, and I hope you like the session. You can watch 2022, 2023 and 2024 also. You can join our Telegram group. I'll provide the link in the description box, or I'll also comment and pin it, so you can join our Telegram group where the PDF of this solution will be provided. So thank you for watching this session. Please do subscribe the channel if you like this video. Thank you.